With love and peace, it's 101 Leafy, bringing you some Yokai Watch 1 for Nintendo Switch to brighten up your day. Guess what? We're back with Yokai Watch for Pokemon Day. Because, I don't know, I figured someone would want it. I was kind of feeling like it. I was playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon last night, like my old DS cartridge. And I was like, I kind of feel like playing Yokai Watch as well. Well, I kind of wanted to stream Purity Forest, the Mystery Dungeon. And then I was like, people are going to get mad at me if I do that. And they'll just make me want to play Yokai Watch. Swishy Water, what's up? Elijah Garcia, how's it going? I know, the new Pokemon game has graphics, dude. I didn't expect it. They usually have gameplay, yeah, but the graphics, I didn't expect. This is not Monster Hunter Stories 3 demo, says Warlock. Guys, Monster Hunter Stories 3, Pokopia, Yokai Watch, and Fantasy Life. Rap, man. I guess I could have made more videos this month for the dragon, huh? What's up, bottle guy? We are at it again, searching for more yokai. In our 100% playthrough. We're the longest running, still active Yokai Watch channel, I think. Outside of Japan commercials. Though I can't remember the last time we played Yokai. Wasn't he going to upload Son Goku soon? Go check that out. He has the crown. The #1 Yokai tuber, I'd say. He has gameplay of everything. We've never done a 100% playthrough of Yokai 1 on stream, so. We're gonna go for a Hydabat and then evolve to a Bodabat in the Infinite Inferno. Flower Neon, welcome back. The Wind and Wave starters, they say, are kind of mid. I'll wait till they evolve, you know. The colors are, eh. I like Rowlet a lot, so the new one is kind of like, I like him because he's like Rowlet, but I like Rowlet more. Swishy says they look horrible other than the fire type. Okay, I was trying to not say that. Like, maybe I was thinking that, but I was trying to not say that. I was like, kind of my thought, but don't tell anyone that or they're going to be sad. Well, thanks for the bacon, unrefrigerated. Welcome back, Axolotl God. Great to see ya. You're gonna kick him like a football? Don't! That would be very painful. Okay. Who are we gonna evolve here? We're gonna, like, get some XP in the manor. Who are we looking to evolve through experience right now? Oh, Lead Balloon, my favorite yokai. Oh, Wakapa. We have Wakapa. Whack! Okay. Where's Ipo? Yeah, the dog looks a lot like the Pomeranian from Ghost Trick on the Nintendo DS. Naturally, that's the dog you would think of when you see it. I like it a lot. Warlock says the internet would rip any Pokemon game to shreds if they revealed it today. Well, I have an opinion on Gaming Discord in course in 2026 that I've been slowly forming. It's kind of complex and it's going to sound really stupid. I think that you're allowed to have one of two opinions now. Either everybody hates something, so you have to hate it too, or You aren't allowed to say anything bad or you're ruining someone's fun. At least as a gaming YouTuber, I feel pressured into only having one of those two stances these days. Swash is so good, dude. But we just got dropped, so we're going to use him for a bit. I like Swash more, though, because Swash's skill is really good. If you want to see, we actually got him super fast. When defeated, Yokai in front will recover HP. He got the Grain Paw skill. And so it's a lot more generally applicable than Insulator, which is nice against electricity, but who uses that? Gargaros, Ogreless, Orcanos, they don't, right? Betzel, what's up? Welcome back. I heard Pomeranian, and I thought of the vid where the annoying dog eep sound comes from. I didn't read that full comment before reading it out loud. I think you might have missed my joke. Which is fine. We'll take good in spirits on allies for itself. It's so funny. Yokai Watch just has troll skills. It's Yokai on Switch. How's it feel in comparison to DS, SGME? It's very HD. The textures are very HD. The models are a little higher poly. Sometimes. Not the environments, but the yokai. And some characters have been, like, completely remodeled, like the mascots. Badood. Rubinion. Ruby! We have Everfor. We're looking for... Let's go to Tribe. We're looking for... Wakapa. And then, do we need Komiger? I think we do, actually. We'll focus on leveling one guy. What's up? Matt is here. Tachyon JX, what's up? He says hi to everyone. I would really like to see, you know, I was going to say a new Pokemon spinoff. I'm excited for Pokopia. I can't believe it's coming so soon. Flower Neon says Yokai Watch 1 is the best in their opinion. That's kind of why we're playing it. I feel like everyone can agree they like Yokai Watch 1. Once you go beyond that, more pointless debates start to arise, and you guys know I'm never interested in those. So we're playing Yokai 1 because everyone can agree that they like that one, unless they just don't like Yokai in the first place, which is fine. Mez here lives in Japan? Oh, no way. You have all the games? Do you have Y School Heroes or Y Gakuen? I love that game. But it's underappreciated because they never translated it. Welcome back, Luna. Luna, I love the art you posted. Thank you so much for it. It made my day. Seriously. Yeah, you have Y Gakuen? Oh. Who's your favorite yokai hero? Mine would be Zodiaria. You live in Yokosuka, Japan. Kanagawa Prefecture. Oh, no way. I don't know where that is, but like I've totally played a game that has that somewhere. Because it sounds familiar. I'm saying that because Yokai Watch parodies a bunch of different locations, though they don't carry it over to the localization guides. But in case you didn't know, a lot of the areas are like vaguely named after somewhere in Japan. If only Mermaid Lady was in the GOT game, says Ash. She isn't? Yokai had a lot of cut content when they transitioned to the HD era. That was the very first fan art you've ever finished, and thus the one you've ever posted. I haven't posted art in years online because I'm so tired of these like AI investigator guys where they will like hunt down legit artists. Personally, I think the people who do that are like AI fans who want to be like, oh, see, I got you. I proved that someone used AI. But I've been working on something that I have not shared that has my drawings in it. And I'm excited for that. None of the Season 2 Yokai heroes are in the GOT game, says Ash. Wait, really? I thought they patched them in. Okay, so we're gonna save. And then we're gonna teleport to the Wayfarer Manor. And we're gonna fight him. But I wanted to save just in case something happens. Anyone have Yokai Watch 3 as Tachyon? Yeah, I got it the day it released, and I warned everyone that it would be expensive in the future. I've always had the crazy info on my streams. Reunite. So you're the landlord. Don't call me such a dirty word, bro. You can call me many things, just not landlord. You can call me anything, because I can't do anything about it. But I'll let you know the L word is a bit insulting to me, and I don't appreciate it. How about that? Ebstad, welcome back. A Botabat we do need. Now, this game has a glitch where you can feed yokai that can't befriend you, which normally doesn't happen in the series. Implicitly, if you can feed a yokai, you can befriend it, is what the game has taught you over time. That is not the case here. In the Wayfarer Manor. Asteranks cannot be befriended, and neither can Rares. 10 Lordland? 101 Landlord, Swishy Water said, but that reminds me of the name of the... Somehow that reminds me of the name of the Holy Horror Mansion guy, 10 Lordland. Isn't that his name? Ben 10? Hino said that they're continuing yokai separate from Holy Horror Mansion. It's not an either-or thing, like I was sort of fearful it would be. Basically, Holy Horror Mansion is like if Level 5 made like a RPG fantasy football, like American football series, inspired by Inazuma. Like, different, but pretty similar. They just need to actually work on the game, says Warlock. Well, Hino tweeted something heinous the other day that I didn't even bother making a video about because it upset me. I don't really like making videos like that. But he made this thing where it was like, I like using AI, and you guys should too. Try this. And I just... whatever. We already know they used AI for Inazuma. Is anyone excited for Holy Horror Mansion? Judging by the AI trailers, I'm sort of cold, says Swishy. They said AI won't be in the final product, but it already is in Inazuma, so... Did you play Fire Red for Switch as Flower Neon? So, I got Fire Red for my birthday, like, over a decade ago. And I played all of it. It was amazing. I still have my cartridge. It's a legitimate cartridge. I don't really feel the need to replay it on Switch, but one thing that makes me really happy is that the game is so accessible to everyone now, and that you can also port all the characters from Fire Red to Pokemon Home, because that's really exciting. And then, of course, Fire Red, personally, I would say is a lot better than, like, Sword and Shield, right? But that's just my personal opinion. But now it's not like, well, that's the only option you have for Pokemon on Switch. Now I can actually point to Fire Red and be like, guys, if you want a good Pokemon game, play Fire Red. I really like that. I know everyone has their own opinions on pricing and stuff, but personally, I do not factor in pricing when talking about games. For a lot of reasons, including the fact that piracy is oh so very wrong and oh so equally very accessible on Nintendo Switch. It's very wrong, no, don't do that. And so, you know, everyone has their own thoughts on pricing, but I tend to leave that out. If you're playing it on Switch, Flower Neon, that's really good. Let me know how it's going for you, because it's a very fun game. And I heard you can get Yox after you finish the game, which I never did. Serial designation at the game has, welcome back, by the way, to another yokai stream. The game has an inner table of encounters that you can get that it randomly rolls from. One of which is Pandanoka. So these S-rank yokai, I think some of them can, like, drop their items. I don't know about Gleam. Oh! What did we just get? Huh? That's not the Tengu fan, is it? Wouldn't that be dropped by Flengu? Why would we get a Tengu fan from Typhoon fan, what? Is it the key item? We already got the key item. Didn't we? You can get all of the key items infinitely in Yokai 1, but like... I forget if we already got this or not. I think we did. The Tengu quest for Kyuubi. We got Kyuubi last time. And we got Tengu last year. Why do people need to wait for home support? Asked Ash. It's pretty simple. It's not that they can't do it. It's that when they release home support, people play the game again. And when people play the game, they talk about it. When people talk about the game, it sells more copies. Especially when they add multiplayer trading to a game. It's simple economics. It has nothing to do with their capabilities as a developer. In fact, even if people want to leap to, you know, people always I'm not gonna pick on Ash here because it's a really valid question. It's like a totally valid question. So it's not targeted to Ash. But I feel like a lot of game discussions online are like always people looking for a way to be like, the developers were so lazy. I can't believe they made this basic coding mistake. And then they post a perfectly functional script and they're like, personally, I would have written it one line shorter. Gotcha, checkmate. Lazy developers. They used an if statement. Well, they could have used a switch. And it's like, okay, bro. I saw a post that got upvoted to the top of the Pokemon subreddit saying that Red uses a different renderer in Pokemon Masters EX, even though it's literally just his texture being super detailed, when they normally do super, like, basic textures. And of course, a lot of people, when talking about game models, will get the textures confused with the actual 3D geometry. And that's why Pokemon debates are always, like, eye-rolling to me. Not to mention special effects for moves being totally different. My favorite part of internet is non-devs talking about game development as if they know anything, says Warlock. Yeah. It's mainly when they're looking to be, like, talking from a higher point. Komo-san in Smash? I have a feeling level 5 wouldn't want that. But I couldn't tell you why. Enma would be fun. Triple's at a rank member, Baldman Drip, what's up? If you have Komashura, you should have all of them. We just need Gilgaros, is the thing. But okay! Extreme critical means extremely powerful critical, not extremely likely critical. Yeah. Best yokai for Smash, as Unikun. Level 5's Lawyers would be extremely powerful. Also, Akihiro Hina. Oh, the key items, Bowman. Yeah, okay. In Yokai 2, it shows the whole design of the medal. You get, like, the Hasbro toys. The Bandai toys. Here we go. Yeah, that's Yokai 3. I was gonna say. Oh my god! The adorable Thornyan. Why were there no global American yokai medals as former Pichu? Because no one bought the previous ones. The latter yokai medals got stuck in warehouses because they couldn't be shipped out because people weren't buying through the previous stock of the previous waves of yokai medals. It was that bad, guys. I followed and posted about the situation the entire time. As Hino said, who his favorite yokai is. He knows all. If I got turned into a yokai, what tribe would I be, 603? I'd be Shady. Because I like playing games and staying indoors and staying up all night. Yokai 2 had the summon app. Oh. There you go. Yokai 3 did as well. They just removed it from the localization. He knows the definition of the what a freaking narcissist, damn it. Oh my! Kino has blessed us. Let's think very carefully here. Cupine. If you were one of the watchers from Yokai Watch 4, which weapon would you have? Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great question. Okay. Okay, if I had to be one that they use in 4, it would be the Naginata, because it's like the most unique out of them. Though I do love the Squeaky Hammer, would be my second pick. Especially since it's sort of a movie 1 reference. Noko likes burger. Go. Oh. I nudged something on my controller. Go. Cupine. Alright, I think we're good here. Locking on the wisp. Oh, here we go. Okay, got it. I was locking in. I was locking in there. You'd use the Harisen fan. That's a pretty funny one. I like that one. Will I ever do post-game for Yokai 4? Yeah, I will, but, you know, I can only play one game at a time. Basically, I do what people want to see. It really feels like Yokai 1 is, like, the most agreeable, right? Okay, Wakapa is changing. Let's ball. I really like the full breadth of Yokai material, but if we want to be real, like, 99% of the Yokai Watch fan base internationally really only is interested in engaging with the first 10% of material. Yokai Watch 1, maybe Yokai 2, almost Yokai 3 sometimes. If you dare utter Yokai 4, most people, like, start throwing up and bleeding everywhere. Instinctively. I don't really get it, but I love them all. Here we go. You never noticed Apak was Kappa backwards? That's not what it is in Japanese, but that's what they decided to go with here. I don't know. You know what would have been cool? Would I be humanoid or an object or animal yokai? Huh, interesting question. Huh. I feel like a lot of yokai are like little guys. Not quite human, but like sort of a dude, you know? Like look at Shirakoma, right? That's obviously an animal. It's definitely not, God forbid, a furry. It's just... Jokes aside, he's just kind of like a guy, you know? I don't know how to put it. I feel like I'd be something like that. Or like, if you see... In, like, Yokai 3, there are a lot of characters like that, right? Like, Cymbalina, I think is her localized name. Dobyoshi, right? It's just like a guy, right? Or like in Journalist. It's like, I don't know. Yokai has this very interesting style that I'm not sure what to call it. Where they have these chibi sort of creature characters. I really like how they do that. Kontetsu Evolution. Yeah. My favorites, of course. If you see the guy on my head, he's kind of like a little chibi guy. You know what I mean? Invite a yokai. Okay. Here we go. We only got one today. Lovely, peaceful yokai. How do you get Arcanos and Ogrelish to spawn? You have to beat Gargaros, and then you have to trigger Terror Time outside of the Inferno. Yeah, Hungaram's Pandal, those kind of guys, yeah. I don't know how to put it. Hydabat's definitely more of an animal. Ogrelish showing up if you cross the street correctly was added in 2. A lot of those extra things on top of existing Easter eggs were added in the future games, yeah. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Loto is definitely more on the man than just a guy side of the spectrum, but he's still there. Now, my lawyer advised me... I'm not even going to finish that joke. But I had to rephrase my response to you pretty quickly. I would say Loto does fall on the just a guy spectrum in some way. Was Arcanos purposefully only in the boss rush as Pichu? Yeah. Here we go. Guys, be careful how you word the comments. I'm responding to you. Featherless biped. This is a man. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, Tutton, come on. That's definitely... Come on, come on. Chibi guy. Tutton, come on. Starting to become man. And that's where it... What watch would you use? Classic, Katie's Pocket Watch, Yokai U, etc. I would use... I love the Dream Watch, because I love gambling. So I love the Dream Watch. I love how hilariously American it is. Like, flashing lights, bright colors. I love it so much. The super loud voice for the announcer. Who are we gonna befriend next? Hydabat? I would use the Dream with the, Enma attachment. Oh, the YSP watch. If that's an option, I would take the YSP watch. But that's kind of... That watch is cracked out, dude. That watch can rearrange your cells with yokai power. It's like too strong to say you want it. It's in its own category. It was developed by reincarnated Professor. That's why it's so strong, right? I think. I might be getting the history of the anime mixed up. No, yeah. It's because she has a flashback where she explains it. Here we go. Infinite Inferno. Motto Zero is peak. That's so true, Ant. That's so true. Katie's Pocket Watch is really cool, but it's kind of for her, so I don't know if I'd want to use it. Yeah, the Gawk Watch can summon yokai. It can summon Onryo, which is like another category of yokai. It can fuse you with a yokai to become what's called a yokai hero, where it completely rearranges your cells to augment them with yokai power. YSP Watch is way too good! Okay, do we need these guys? We need Hydabat, who I think is in the 7th layer. We have these guys. Blues, what's up, dude? How difficult is it to get the English patch? Well, you know, people can help you, if you ask. I would say it's really easy, but I'm also really good with computers, so... Did we fight Squisker as Pichu? Good question. I think we did. I'm trying to avoid activating the Wobble Walk cutscene now. We could totally fight McCracken with Lucas to get some XP. Oh, what's this? Guys, what's this? Oh my god. Items. Purifying gets you a lot of XP. Now, the hardest part about the English patch was translating the Y, X, A, and B buttons from Japanese to English. Buster's one is peak, says Luna. Literally peak Yokai Watch. You can't get better than it. This stream consists of Buster's Glazers. You're in a safe space. Some people can straight up see wisps. Yeah. Okay, so wisps, the reason they're called that is because they're will-o-wisps. They're hitodama. They're literally like a ball of somebody's soul. Like a departed ghost floating around. It's only natural people would have sightings of them. They're an actual legend thing in Japan. Like you collect them in Arceus, right? Buster's is better than it has any right to be, says Blues. Exactly. I view it as the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon of Yokai Watch. Though Rescue Team Blue was what got me into Pokemon back when it came out. Where you got yokai acting on their own, doing their own thing, having their own personality with dialogue. Though they always had dialogue. Peachy says Buster's is illegally underrated. It isn't even funny. Yeah. People barely even, like, gave it reviews or anything, which was sad. Now, 8th Circle. That's Wobble Walk. Whoa. Okay, Hydabat. We got Apak, which means we can start, you know, befriending and leveling someone else. We got Timidevil, we did blah, blah, blah. Hydabat's on circle 5 then. Let's try. It's Arceus. .603 says, I love yokai for the combat system and because of the evolution and fusion options, but 95% of the yokai are dead people. Well, yeah, that's what a yokai is. Like, it's a real thing. It's like if a game has ghosts. It's like Luigi's Mansion. It's like you play Luigi's Mansion and you're like, I like Luigi's Mansion a lot, but why are like 95% of the ghosts dead people? I don't get it. Can anyone explain? Where's Hydabat? I thought you would be here, Hydabat. Do we have Tsushiyama? Yeah, Buster's is like way too multiplayer designed. That's it's a huge flaw. Newer Monster Hunter games have actually competent AI companions. What's up? It's Bridget Love. Well, that's your username, but I recognize your icon. What's up? Few game experiences beat launch Busters, and that's why you're commenting. What's up? That's so big. Everyone was on missions at every level scrambling to beat the story. Okay, Buster's was just the best. Change missions. Maybe too hard. And it's like Cat Cradle. And it's like, no, I can carry. What is your favorite Nyan as designation ant? That's a great question. Normally I say Dracu Nyan. He's really cute. He's got a great anime episode, and I love the Shady Tribe. Does anyone play Busters or other Yokai Watch on those methods? As 603. I was gonna make some sort of joke, but someone's gonna... I only inject my Yokai Watch with dirty needles off the street. Like something like that. Like, I get what you mean by those methods, but isn't it clear that I am? Not that I am or anything, but... Pretty much everyone does these days. I have a, like, paste bin with a bunch of links, if you guys need it. I just don't talk about it. It's the rentry.co/MountWildwood, right? Here we go. But there are a lot of neons added in spin-offs or just exclusive to merchandise, even. Do you consider Betty Maru to be a neon? I need to make a chart or like a video that's like the different degrees of neon. Jibanyan, obviously a neon. We can start there. Jibanyan is obviously a neon. Jiba Koma. No, okay, so Koma-san, obviously a Koma. Definitely not a neon. Jibanyan, obviously a neon. Definitely not a Koma. Jiba Koma. Is it a neon? I would say yes. Is it a Koma? Yeah, I would say yes. And then we can move on to, like, Jet Nyan. That's clearly a Nyan. Because it's Jibanyan wearing that. Last Nyanmura is a Nyan from America. He's an American Nyan. But he's still a Nyan. You guys see where I'm going with the different degrees? We're slowly making our way out. Slowly making our way out. Build a Nyan. Or Origin Nyan, or whatever you want to call it. Definitely a Nyan. But we don't really know what it is until we make it. Isn't that strange? Puppy Nyan. Now that one's definitely a puppy. Also definitely a Nyan. But then you get to Mangimon. Definitely a man. Definitely a puppy. Definitely not a Nyan. We can map out... every franchise like this. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know if I have a point or what, but Yokai Watch has like thousands of designs at this point. And they all kind of cross into each other at varying degrees. Hi to Bat. Does Rudy count as a neon? Definitely a cat. Potentially not a yokai. Definitely says Nyan. Like, literally meows. Ronyan. Double O. Definitely a robot, definitely a Roomba, not too much Nyan. Yeah, but that's the joke. If you play Busters 1, you might have forgotten that they already started doing that in Busters 1. Robonyan 3000 barely looks like Robonyan. He just has like the little cat head, that's it. Because he's been through so many iterations. You know when they oversimplify your favorite logo and it loses everything? That's what Robonyan 00 Shadow Side is supposed to be. I think a lot of people missed that because they haven't seen the anime episode. That's not to say it's bad on purpose or whatever. It's fine to not like it. What's your favorite Robo Yokai? The Mecha Yokai are separate from the Robo Yokai. They just mistranslated it. Mecha Orochi versus Venoctobot. Sorry to be particular here, but bot is from the ending of Robot, which implies that Venoctobot is a part of the Robo series from Yokai 2. He's not. The mechas are totally separate. I forget what their lore is, but it's not the same as the Robo Yokai just straight up coming from the future, right? I think, right? It's been a long time since I last thought about this. They have a cool battle theme, though. That's because they were added in Skiaki update, right? What about the humanoid Robonyan from Yokai 3? Ultimate Robonyan? That's my favorite. He looks like Mega Man Zero. Maybe we grab some better meat. Do we have, money? Yeah, we do. Shopper's Row time. Is Hydreigon wicked or shady? Color-wise and looks-wise, he looks like he'd be wicked, but wicked's a pretty exclusive lore thing. Shadow Mewtwo from Pokken would be wicked. Like, all of the Shadow Yokai would be wicked from Pokemon XD and Colosseum. But that's it. Hydreigon would be shady. Don't they mention in one of his Pokedex entries that he, like, legitimately likes, you know, underhanded tactics or something like that? I forgot. Maybe I'm making this up. Oh, there's also Iron Jugulus or whatever. Am I thinking of that? Isn't its Pokedex like, it freaking brutally murders its opponents or something? I forgot. That's a lot of Pokedex entries. Groudon would be tough and Kyogre would be slippery, says Pichu. That's so true, though. Because slippery is used for the Lord of the Seas. There's some yokai that's that. I'm forgetting. Big Fish, I guess. And Ebisu, that's who it is. The patron god of fishing. For you, what's the best game? Pikmin 2? Oh, you mean Yokai Watch games. Busters, because I freaking love, I was gonna say Yokai Watch Busters, but hey, Member Soul, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for your super generous super chat, man. He says, this is for Fantasy Life High. I seriously appreciate it. Do you want us to switch or something? Seriously. I said I was going to stream it sometime this weekend. He had messaged me recently. He said I was going to stream sometime this weekend. Seriously, I've never gotten something like this. I really appreciate it. We've been doing a lot of Fantasy Life, but people were like, oh, Yokai. I'm back to Yokai. And now, obviously, I got to go back to Fantasy Life as well. I was just thinking, should I stream Fantasy Life or Yokai Watch tonight? And Soul comes in saying, this is for Fantasy Life. It's great to see you, man. Because I rock, and so do you. I mean, you really do rock, man. You are super kind. You're super fun to play with. And it is really, really great to have this sort of support as well. I really appreciate it in these sorts of times. I don't really like to talk about this sort of thing, but oh my god, I might have mentioned to you guys, I freaking, for the first time in my entire life, I found a freak. I don't want to say this because people are going to make fun of me, but I found a mouse in my head. And when I investigated, he had, like, gnawed through my floor and come through the floor. And I was, like, really pissed about it. So this will really help me. Seriously, thank you. Thank you so much. And for Fantasy Life, I was planning to stream it tomorrow morning. If that is still okay, I'll stream all morning tomorrow, or let me know what time, and I'll do it for you. Okay, Soul? Absolutely. Like, seriously. Let me know what time and we'll schedule it. Thank you so much, man. We were hunting Hydabat here. Let's get back to the Inferno if you guys want to. And we were hunting Hydabat. We had to get some meat, which is all the way in Shopper's Row from the meat venue. And he's on the 5th floor of the Infinite Inferno here. So we're going to head back there. And then Soul, let us know if you have any other comments or anything, because I'd love to chat. And again, I really appreciate it. Here we go. Did you guys see the Pokemon Presents today? I really like Pokemon. I have for a while. When they showed the little Game Boy thing, I thought it was a Game Boy Mini. And for a moment, I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And then they were like, it's the smallest speaker known to man. And the only thing it does is play music. That's when they kind of lost me. It's my son's birthday today, and he has a party to go to tomorrow. Oh, hey, seriously? That's so awesome, dude. Well, congratulations. Happy birthday. If there's any time he wants to play, let me know. I'm sure he's busy right now. But you guys were super fun to play Snoozeland with. Maybe in the morning we can play. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I was planning to stream early tomorrow morning, so I'll go for a while and make sure that you catch us, okay? That's awesome. Birthday's super fun. I still make a big deal out of my birthday. I always view it as like a really special day. I like the idea about 45 unlabeled cartridges that only contain one song feels really excessive, says Blues. Yeah, what? I don't... Is it some kind of Yokai Watch mechanism is where I was going with this? I think the Game Boy works like the Yokai Watch is where I was leading up to this. Where they have like the little bumps in the metals. You guys know what I mean? Oh, we finally got Hydabat. It's so rare. Hydabat is so rare, man. And I think you're gonna have like little bumps in the cartridges. I don't know if they're actually gonna store the music. Maybe they will. But I think the entire music catalog will be stored on the Game Boy. And then it's just gonna use the bump code to play a song. Which would be kind of silly. But it would be kind of funny if it was basically a glorified Pokemon Yokai Watch. Because for the Yokai Watch, it's all about playing the sounds, right? If you think about it. It's not really playing full songs, but you get the tribe song. Blue says makes sense. It'll be interesting. Former Pichu and Designation Ant's birthdays are super special to them too. Yeah. It's just such a classic, fun day. Thanks, I guess. Did we already feed the other two Hydabat? You won. He's still not, As remember Soul Punisher, what's up? He says, this is to bribe you to do True Dragon with me in Fantasyland. Do you mean now or do you mean later? Because if you mean now, we can, but... I just make it specific, okay? Seriously, thank you so much. Like, with this sort of thing, you absolutely, like, you have the right to my time. Like, you know, not now, he says, not now. Okay, let me know, because I was planning to start at 6 a.m. and go to 12 p.m. tomorrow. If that works for you, we can do True Dragon. I'll make sure you get in the lobby, everything. Seriously, thank you. I really appreciate it, dude. Whenever we both are on. Well, I'll make sure to stay on, okay? I'll make sure to, and I'll carry you. I'll bring the Berserk potions and the stews. Sharpen the stick. I'll bring my corn, okay? I'll make sure corn full hero armor. We'll win. Surely. Hey, Double S Rake member, other Yogai. Great to see you, dude. How's it going? I always have to do a double take when someone has like an edited clippy icon. Yeah, I'll probably do Paladin, is what I'll probably do. You're working on your next YouTube video. Wait, I didn't know you did it. Send it to me. If you guys make something, send it to me. Yokai Watch, but something is very wrong. The other day I was thinking about Yokai Watch, but it's a AAA video game. Activate your yokai senses to see where the yokai are. It's like the Persona 5 Joker sense. So you press the button, and then Nate goes, focus. Focus. And then Whisper goes, I'm sensing a yokai over there. I'm sensing a yokai over there. And then the camera slowly pans over to the yokai, and then slowly pans back over. Nate, I'm detecting a yokai in your vicinity. Personally, I would love that. I was wondering, would the joke be lost on people? But all the YOI gets shoved into Whisper, yeah. You know, like the Buster's dialogue that you have at the upper left? Put that, but in the 3DS games, and like have it constantly going with just meaningless dialogue. The 1800s. You're the other Yogai. This is your alt? Oh my god. Am I supposed to be like Gru looking at El Macho? Slowly realizing that the other yogai is the main yogai. I want to use Dan Doodle Smile. No. Do that. Purify for XP. We're trying to get Hydabat, but he's actually hiding. What a crazy reference, says Luna. The meme has come back into usage recently, but I hate to say why. I would hate to say why. Haven't thought of that in a while. It's back in vogue. Is that what they say? Hydabat. Okay. Marbled beef, man. We are marbling the beef. Press the fries. Chop the lettuce. Don't forget to be friend, please. Handsome grin. Yeah. I love that animation so much. He's got the ribs. He just mused for the Silksman animation. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say that. But think about it. He like doesn't even open his mouth. He just nods. Wait, do we get, befriend? Money, okay. Hydabat likes beef, dude. Which, I'll admit, probably would be my favorite food as a yokai. I don't need marbled beef to be satisfied. Now, Kontetsu's favorite food is hamburger. To me, that's kind of the same thing as beef. Like, I get why they would separate it, but I like the beef part the most. You know what I mean? Yours will be ramen. That's a good choice. That's one of Dark Dawn's favorite foods. Here we go. Go. The cup ramen from Every Mart. There should be a yokai that specifically likes the cheap cup ramen the most, because there are a lot of people like that, where they're like, I don't want the expensive ramen. I want to microwave my ramen. How would Kira and Black and White Fusion in Yokai Watch work as former Pichu? There would be some really cryptic, creepy NPC, like, in the basement of the hospital that offers to splice your DNA. Oh my god! We got him! Too strong. Friendship possible? When you put it that way. Nope. Yours would be Choco Bars, low-key. Okay, the Yokai Choco Bars go crazy, dude. When they added the additional Choco Bars in Yokai 3, the thing about Yokai 3 is they added so many cool foods. They even added 5-star foods, and they look so cool. They look so deluxe. The illustrations are amazing, and then they're all pointless because of forbidden fruits. It's like, what? Clearly, they knew that food had an issue, so they tried to correct it with the additional 4 stars, and then they were like, screw it, forbidden fruit, right? But doing both just invalidates the former. You prefer instant ramen while watching YouTube? How am I supposed to eat this instant ramen without my YouTube? If you give me a big ramen, I'll feel like I'm eating a full batch meal. You don't want the big ramen. You're not hungry enough. Don't we just serve a normal-sized ramen? Hydabat. Oh, okay, should only need to level up once, you guys. What's very wrong with Yokai Watch, this is Member Yokai, is that every single video I record, I corrupt the game until it becomes more unplayable. Oh, really? That's what you're doing? Oh, that's kind of interesting. It's funny. Fiend band on Hydabat for no reason. Slap for base 10 power goes crazy, dude. Hydabat's a physical attacker, as you can see. See, look, Hydabat's strength, guys. Hydabat's strength is higher than Hydabat's spirit in this image. Therefore, Hydabat is a physical attacker. Right? Obviously. Okay, we could probably go fight, like, Emignon or something. Rubignon, because we already have him. Where is he? Luna says, I don't get it. Okay. I hate to explain it, but if you guys want me to, so you don't get confused, Hydabat had a plus 50 strength equipment on, so Hydabat's strength is not higher than its spirit. I'm just manipulating the information to be funny. Hey, Jace Dog Kaima, great to see ya. How's it going? Here we go. Did you guys see God Snoddle? Let's talk about it because it's kind of interesting. Why does Snoddle have a UZ plus rank yokai? Because they held a poll where people could elect 3 yokai to get bonus points. Okay. However, Snoddle was purposely included as the one and only character that was not a mascot. So they had Jimonyan, Whisper, right? Every mascot of every series with Alzamekia beating the mascot for High School Heroes. And then there was Snoddle. So Snoddle was kind of planned to win the poll. He ended up getting number 2, but if you look at his artwork, it's way higher effort than everyone else, and he gets half the video dedicated to it. So I really think that they planned for Snoddle to win. Not that that's bad, because the design is really funny and really cool. So they created a cool idea for the event. I like it a lot. And then they kind of relied on us to bring it home. We only voted him number 2, but that's all they needed. He had to be top 3 in order to be like a part of the event. Snoddle is so strange, says Luna. Snoddle is like oddly powerful. He's also spawned directly from Kato. And his flicked boogers. I hate to say it, but that's the lore. I swear, I play Yokai Watch for the lore. The lore in question. Explain this to your lawyer. I would have tuned in for Pokemon Presents reaction, but I had work. So Jason, that's fine. I do those just for the curious, like sometimes like afterwards, if you want to see, like skip to the end or something. My reaction to the trailer was pretty neutral. Like, I love Pokemon, and it's what I expected, and the entire damn thing was leaked before the presentation. So I felt really bad for them. They didn't show anything new. They showed the exact models that we've seen leaked and ported into Blender. It's pretty scary for them, but the game's gonna be great, that's for sure. You were hardly awake when the presents happened. I wanted to stream it, so I slept for like 5 hours, and then I set an alarm, and I got up. I have this really obnoxious alarm on my iPhone that gets me up for those situations. It goes, ding, ding. If you guys have it, then you know what it is. It's like skull-breaking. When it goes off, it literally feels like somebody's like hammering a pick into your skull. I'm serious. Okay. Snoddle is the yokai who picks his nose, yeah. But when he uses his power, he forces everybody to be immobilized and slowly but surely forces them to pick their nose. In Y School Heroes, the main character, Jinpei, unrelated note, the main character, Jinpei, says that he has a special move where he shoves his fingers up someone's butt. Now, I don't think that's a very kind thing to do, and I would not advise doing it. But putting that aside, if you combine this with Snoddle's power, the Ultra Zeta Plus rank of Snoddle might go to jail. The things he does in the anime are pretty crazy. He has Wobble Walk's ability too, right? Yup. 1,000 years of it. Jinpei calls it something funny, dude. He has some funny name for it. I forget what it is. It's like Super Ultra Pain Blaster or something. I forget what it is. Some goofy ass name. Another special move of Jinpei's is hitting directly below the belt. Yes, in the movie, he hits Blazion in the balls. It's official yokai content. How much longer till Hydabat levels up? Do we have exports? We have a couple. Oh, that's all we need. The yokai watch in the games, the yokai in the games are like the version that they like tell their teacher about. And then the yokai in the anime are how they actually act at home. Bridget Love says the Noah training was not to make Jinfei stronger, but to stop his other underhanded techniques. One thing that I'll always remember is when I was watching Y School Heroes, to me the funniest moment in all of Y School Heroes is when QB dives directly between the butt cheeks of Lord Enma's father, you know, the fat Enma. He appears in Y School Heroes and QB dives into his butt cheeks on accident. And I made a post saying that I thought it was really funny, and someone like started ranting that they thought it was not okay to include in the show. It was far out. Yokai Watch has a lot of far out stuff. I'm gonna be honest, diving into someone's butt cheeks is peak comedy, and I am totally okay with being struck down where I stand for saying that. Y School Heroes is such a strange show, dude. The things that okay, not to go on a tangent, but the things that Lord Enma's father gets up to in that show are I don't know if he's gonna be the principal forever. I really thought QB was Dan Doodle before I started watching the show. I thought the purple guy was Dan Doodle. It's actually QB. It sort of works for QB. I think he works for Dan Doodle a bit more. But then when he transforms into Ninetail, it's obviously QB. Aren't most of the characters reborn yokai? Yeah, so the plot twist is that Y School Heroes is actually a canon sequel to Yokai Watch 4. All of the characters are reincarnated yokai. Lord Enma reincarnates them as humans to, like, hide them and make them safe because he realized that the yokai cannot fend off this greater threat until they train more. And that's why it's a school for yokai. A lot of people don't know this, so they call Y School Heroes non-canon. It's just that it has a cool plot twist that they kept a little too secret. They didn't expect people to be so judgmental. Here we go. Yeah, okay, the anime segment, the gourmet food anime segment is so funny. And they never actually reveal which yokai is behind it. The anime is so peak. Oh! Missed. Oh, he's inspirited. Go, go, go. I didn't do the minigame fast enough. I could have gotten some Inspired XP. Wait, Hydabat didn't level up. Oh, is Hydabat a fusion evolution? Did I just waste the large Expo Orbs on Hydabat? Oh, I forgot that a lot of the level up evolutions in later games are fusions in Yokai 1. I'm so silly. Okay. We fuse him with who? Tengloom? Okay, yeah. But then it's, you know, Tetsuya or Wide Awake with Tengloom in Yokai 2. So they don't do that. Right? Hydabat was always fusion. But with the house later. Don't they do the house, the closet? Now that you mention it. They do change it to the closet. Because of Tengloom. So how do you do it in 2? Who's the Hydabat fusion in 2? Hang on. Jace says the Tokusatsu-themed Yokai Watch series is very Japan-coded. I won't disagree. I also think Yokai Watch as a whole is Japan-coded. And they tried to make it not be when they localized it. Does anyone else think Kamen Rider is kind of like Japan-coded? I mean, okay, I'm not going to disagree with that. All the Buster main yokai evolve with items from Buster's on. Oh, yeah. Principal Ancient Enma brutally killing his pet frog mid-episode genuinely made me gasp. And there are a lot of things that made me laugh when I was watching God. When he killed the frog, I was like... I was like full-on horrified. I laughed, but for a moment I was like, whoa. That is dark. What did I miss? Lord Enma's father breaks a promise to his daughter that is a very specific promise. And in his attempt to hide himself breaking the promise, he kills another living being. This is... Oh, and then Jibanyan has to go to a volcano to fix it. Or something. Yokai Watch goes weird. Yokai Watch be having sad music to a Muppet Grub falling to the floor. Says 14. It's the violent bomb. I know exactly. I love the over-dramatic, fake sad song that they have. It's so funny. Yokai Watch has some peak humor. Shoten Temple. Okay. King Yaver, what's up? Great to see ya. We're just thinking about the yokai anime. The yokai characters getting a bit quirky at night. Oh, wait. We need Tengu. Where's Tengu? Isn't he on Shopper's Row? Or something? He's by here. I don't know. Yeah, it's always the same violin song. The really sad version of the Yokai Watch theme. And then doesn't Whisper, like... Whisper has this other sad song that he'll play. Remember Yokai says Nate is Eddie now and soon everybody will be. Oh, you're corrupting the game. Oh god. This sounds amazing. Where is he? Shopper's Row, yeah, okay. Trees, nighttime. Okay. We got that. Easy. Yaver says, my bank being funny, so they completely froze everything. I have never called my bank faster than when a Kuni payment said that it didn't trust buying Japanese products. Serious freaking business, man. I need that $2 starter pack. Wait, we're not sleeping until night. They have to verify who you are, and they still gotta wait a few days. Oh, don't worry. They're just sending it to Discord. They're seeing how much they can get. We're gonna get Tengloom here, and then fuse him with Hydabat. Yaver says, this game reminds me of Sun and Moon. That's because Sun and Moon, very specifically Sun and Moon, was made to imitate Yokai Watch. If you look at the Giga Leaks, they were not going to do the Hisatsu Waza Z as the gimmick. But they ditched the totems and turned them into Hisatsu Waza Z to imitate the Hisatsu Waza gimmick from Yokai Watch. When you use the Z Hisatsu Waza for the Tapus, where you slam your fist and you make the giant avatar, that is a residual from their concept for the overall gimmick for Alola. Every Pokemon was going to have something like that, or one for each type. I'm serious. I have it all downloaded on my computer. What's up, Akarinchu? Here's the apartments. Oh! What's up, Diamond? Oh, is that, Tangloom? Is that him? Are you talking about Tapu Z move? That is what I said, yeah. I was going a bit fast. Upper level, thank you. Oh, Babylon. Do we have him? Let me check if we have Babylon. Red doors, can searches. They said trees. Babble little. There are barely any slippery yokai in this game. They can't even cover 2 pages. Okay, we have Babble little, but not Babble-lot here. Where's Babble-lot? Is he just rare? Here we go. Does anyone else actually love Babylon? Great design, great personality. Like, he's funny. I really like Babylon. I really like Bananas. Bananas is really cool looking. I don't know. They just look slippery to me. I don't know. They're cool. They make me want to use them when I see them. I find them quirky. Have you played the Stories 3 demo, SJs? I really want to. You have 60 hours in it? No way. The issue is that Pokopia comes out soon, so I gotta play a ton of Stories 3. So I'm gonna do Fantasy Life I tomorrow morning, and then maybe Stories 3 tomorrow night. Just because I really want to play Stories 3 as soon as possible. I've actually seen, like, some hype around the demo, which is pretty exciting to me. Trees. It's so good. Guys, are you excited for Monster Hunter Stories 3? Monster Hunter Stories is another game inspired by Yokai Watch. That we know for sure. Uh-oh. Is Tangloom C? Fun fact, Bananos' Wibwob has an incorrectly colored tongue, says Dimage. Now that's a fun fact. Did they ever fix it in Puni? Okay. What's this? Gooey candy. Chocobo are not chickens. You could definitely beat a chicken in a fight. A chocobo would kick your ass. That's the difference. That's why Jibanyan on a chocobo is A rank. Jibanyan on a chicken would probably be D rank, because Jibanyan's D rank, and the chicken probably would be as well. Chocobo Nyan is adorable. Moogly Nyan is like the cutest thing ever. Is this Flumpy or what? The fat Chocobo? I love that guy. Yeah, he's rank C. There are just a few yokai competing for that spot right now. Is Galarian Zapdos a Chocobo? Ask Pichu. I have no comment on Galar Pokemon. But I really like Chocobo. I don't know if Chocobo invented Roadrunners, though. If Nyakebi was real, they are. Would you ever see them to see what the hype is all about? I really wish I could, but they're in Japan. They're not Next Harmony, okay? They're Nyakebi in the original. They're a parody of an actual real idol group, AKB. And they ended up collaborating to make Nyakebi into a real thing. They did not bother carrying over any of this into the localization. But it's relevant because a week ago, they just posted a new music video with a new generation of Nyakebi. And they re-recorded the song and everything. Pretty cool. It's very interesting. So yeah, check out the music video. I can send it. Because they're very real. In the anime ending, they based all of them on the real people. We're looking for Tenglu. So many Flumpy. For Monster Hunter Stories 3, I want to use all of the new guys from Rise and Wilds. Shachakabra actually looks kind of cute in his Stories form. I want to use New Udra. I want to see what the Monstie looks like for him. It sounds awesome. I really like Gene Dahad. He's one of my favorite new Monsties. I feel like he'd be too big to be a Monstie. But we'll see. He might get Agnoctored. Mind-controlled as a boss, but not actually playable. Now, Tengloom, they said, is going to appear in the trees at C rank at night. But it's all Flumpy all the time here. I guess we're not at Tranquility Apartments. But it was Flumpy over here, too. I swear. Maybe down here in this tree. Specifically this tree. That's a Flumpy. Here we go. Yokai data corruptions, like in on the stream when the textures glitch out. That's just, we could say that's the mod. Whoa, S rank, huh? Oh, that's Snartle is what it is. We already have him. Namahage. Yeah. We got him ages ago. When it deletes your data for being corrupted. That's never happened to me. Is your 3DS modded? Is your cartridge secondhand or old? You know? Sangokshi Bananas also has the coloring error? Huh. To me, that suggests that an actual model sheet that Level 5 was sending out to their collaborators had the error. Because those are both outsourced. So it must have been an old model sheet before they changed it about the character. I wonder if one of my leaked model sheets, I haven't looked at them. I wonder if I have a Bananas model sheet with that error. I have a bunch of yokai leaks I haven't unpacked yet. I did a video about it. Well, teasing it. In 2018, your White Dog Squad data corrupted. That's like the worst thing ever. I'm sorry. That's so awful. Here we go. The band, it's NYAKB. NYAKB. You can also just search Nya Nya, and the song will come up. Hopefully this means they're going to license it for Puni, and the second season of Idol Royale will have the Idol Yokai singing Nya Nya. That would be really cool. Now you have an SD card outside a broken DS with digital White Dog Squad. Keep that safe. Okay. Ash says the crit increases in 1 are smaller. I noted that as well last year. It, like, felt less strong. Yeah, Puni advertised the song in-game, which means something. I'm not sure what it means. It means they're cooking. It means trust the process, but also nothing ever happens. Off the Grounder says, I thought the streams were going to be on Sunday. Well, it doesn't mean I'm forbidden from streaming today. Does it? It's Yokai Watch Day today. Here we go. Oh, that's not here we go. We're trying to get Tengloom. It's... You know, we're seeing a lot of flumpies. Is there any other location he spawns? It's also a lot of C ranks in the area, like Babylon and the apartments themselves. And Chanson as well. Did you see the Snoddle variant? Yeah, we were just talking about it, Diamond. He's really cool. At first, I thought the portals were a tribute to him being Drain Attribute in the 3DS games. But of course, they wouldn't do something that cool. Someone posted an anime screenshot, and the voids are taken from the anime, which is still really cool. But that's more natural to reference. It's Pokopia, not Poketopia. This is important because... I don't know. It's actually... Pokoa... What the hell is it in Japanese? It's like... Pokoa... Copia? I don't know. It's something weird like that. It's definitely not Pokopia. They would have their own deck slots if it was Yokai Watch doing it. I don't really know what that means. In Yokai Watch, the medallion is like canonically a celebrity thing. It's only natural that every version of a character would have a medallion entry. Or someone would write it and make the medal. Whereas for Pokemon, it's more of a species-based thing. Forms are always filed directly under the species. And they don't get their own dex entry. Like, they don't get their own dex number. They get their own entry, but not number. I feel like it's just drawing a false equivalency, or like comparison, where there doesn't need to be one. That's really catchy. Oh, did you just get back from watching the song? Yeah, dude. Ooh, nya, 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 ooh, nya, nya, nya. It's really cute, right? AKB has a lot of catchy songs. But that's because they study how to do it. They're producers. They're very good at what they do. I love that song. A yokai's aura. See... There's gotta be somewhere outside of the Tranquility Apartments that Penguin spawns, right? Let's try walking all the way around. Panda Noko is a member of Nyakebi. Yeah, they're featuring Tsuchinoko Panda. They have his medals on their outfit. Okay, Pengloom up here, maybe. First try, come on. Flumpy has taken over Shopper's Row, guys. Puni played the instrumental in a Nyakebi specific event, yeah. The difference is that was 5 or 6 years ago, maybe 6. Last month, the main member of the original Nyakebi unit got married. So they had to renew the unit. That's why they did a new unit with new people. Like, the old ones aren't working anymore, which is good for them. But it's harder to license out and use the song with people who aren't actively performing. That's kind of weird. I never considered that the whole yokai are people thing is why Blizaria can put on glasses and be considered a new yokai, says Off the Grounder. Yes, yes. She's literally like a separate person. Here we go. Gargoyles time. We have Draggy on our team. Get to the exit, don't get caught. We're trying to get Pengloom here, man. We can't beat him. There's no way. I don't know why we'd be able to beat him. I don't really see a point in fighting him. Grab the chest. Ant says, when I was younger, I was scared to stay out late because of terror time. That's amazing. Oh, my snowstorm cloak. I'm so chilly. Cloak me up. Leodoni literally just spawned in. I wasn't gonna sound like an amateur gamer and complain about that, but that was a little cheesy. I thought I was safe there. Okay. Oh my god! Guys! Pengloom finally spawned, and he's not gonna befriend us. I just realized. He's not guaranteed to befriend us. Oh, crap. What do we do? Does he like bread? I forget what he likes. He's a bird, I guess. He likes vegetables. Why would he? Oh, I get it, because he stays indoors. Okay. It's a Japanese joke. Give me the befriending wisp. Look at the high-tech cars in the background. Look, we have the Matsutake. It's right there. Oh my god! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we got it. You don't want to be my friend, right? Just thought I'd ask, though. Ash asks, do you think it's canon the yokai is recharged via hand crank like in the comic strip that's in 1? I think that's missing the joke. which is that it's totally not that. But it would be funny. And I'll give you credit for that. Zoroa talks. LOL. Am I the only one who actually likes running through the Inferno for coins? No, Machu does as well. Machu's the king of that. He'll tell you about it. He specifically challenged himself to clear Yokai Watch 1 on 100% without coins, without, like, QR codes, passwords, or toys whatsoever. Weird it's like trying to clear Skylanders without toys. It's like, okay, that's a bit extreme. I respect it. I like it a lot. And so he went through the Inferno 10 trillion times. Let's ignore that car. Heading to the temple. 100% the Switch version. Yeah, I mean, you can use toys and stuff. They help a lot, dude. There's a trick that I've been meaning to post. If you max your inventory out for everything, you're guaranteed to get 5-star coins when scanning the toys. Because you can't receive things that you're maxed out on. So you buy X-Orbs from What-A-Find, so you can't get the X-Orbs. This game is so HD. Cat. Oh, that's... Guys, is that... It's a cat, guys. Cute cat. I swear there are cats in this game. That's just not one of them. Here we go. Off the Grounder says you can beat the 5th Skylanders game without toys. Does that imply that the first 4 Skylanders games cannot be completed without using a toy? That is amazing. I actually like that. If it wasn't the case, I'd be like, what's the point, right? If you're not going to require them. Do you think Yokai Watch will come back in the West? Yeah, because level 5, I feel like everyone who knows about level 5 knows that they will. I feel like a lot of people who speak empirically about Yokai Watch never coming to the US in the future are implying they know a lot about level 5. But let's go down level 5's activities over the past 2+ years. The CEO has repeatedly said that all games will be localized worldwide day 1 with multiple languages. The CEO held an entire presentation that he named and said the theme of was connecting worldwide and showing off that they're localizing everything. Level 5 has released 3 games in 3 separate franchises globally, day 1, multilingual, cross-platform so far. Those being Megaton Musashi, Fantasy Life I, and Inazuma 11 Victory Road. With both Megaton Musashi and Inazuma 11 featuring brand new official Yokai Watch crossover content with brand new translations. If you knew all of that, then you are free to continue saying that you don't think Yokai Watch will come to the US. But if you didn't know any of that, I hope that helps stoke your hopes. And make sure everyone else knows the truth. A Botabat. Because you gotta look like a Botabat to say something like that on stream. That's me right there, a Botabat. I have your Yokai Sona now, Luna. You like a Botabat? Vampiric. Asterisk member Soul, I want a physical copy of Fantasy Life I. I have the Switch cart, which bailed me out when the PC version started crashing, dude. But what we need is like, oh, you know what? I want the PS5 version. Now I need to get the disc. I have the cartridge, but do I have the disc? Cartridge or disc, guys? Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Adventure 3, you're gonna have to choose cartridge path or disc path. I'm kind of being sarcastic when I say I need the PS5 disc. Obviously. Oh, I need the art book is what I need. You guys know, yeah, there's a PS5 physical, dude. And it runs like a dream, I hear. And so for the first time, Level 5's doing an art book. You guys know how in Yokai Watch 2, they have those sketches, and then I bought the leaked concept art. Well, instead of leaks, they're officially releasing the Fantasy Life stuff. Maybe they saw my video and they're like, let's do an art book. Obviously not. But I wish they'd do a yokai art book. Anyways, I really should get around to making that video. I have over 300 leaked yokai concept arts. And like reference sheets, like the Pokemon Giga leak. Who are we evolving next? Let's decide here. Chat vote. So, recent interview with Level 5 CEO, he said that they will develop a new yokai watch, they just want to take their time with it. Combine that with the fact that all of future Level 5 games get localized day one, and we know for a fact that yokai watch will come back to the West. There's no doubt about it. Will it take a while to happen? Absolutely. But there is literally zero doubt that the next yokai watch entry will come outside of Japan, because we already know that. And we also know that it's going to be developed at some point. So I feel like it's only possible to doubt that yokai watch will come back to the West if you're lacking info, which is fine. But hey, it's good info, dude. It's good info. Good info. Impasse. Oh, we gotta get No Way, bro? Bro Way? Gotta get Bro Way? Okay, let's go get him. I was just telling someone about this on the subreddit. Okay. Yokai Watch 2 for Switch, says Zoroa. Oh, I would love that. There are so many reasons why it's taking longer to remake than Yokai 1. It has the Busters mode, which would need to be remade and given online connectivity. At that point, they might as well get into researching Busters remake as well. Wait, we have another Ghost Club thing? Do we do it? These are like the best quests. Hee, good evening. Your timing could not be more perfect. I've acquired some new information. Do you only get this after doing QB or something? Because we just did QB. I feel like we just unlocked this. Maybe I just never noticed it though. Listen closely. This is about the classroom of mysterious disappearances. It's not too creative. There are 7 school mysteries, in case you didn't know. Pay close attention. Long ago, students would sneak into the school, meaning to stay the night. But when morning came, they were just gone. Then a few days later, from the dirt of the playground, they're zombified. Oh my! What an intense tale. Is something wrong? Ha, you seem anxious. I'm telling you this tale because some students left for the school just now. They said something about wanting to prove their courage. I certainly hope they'll be all right. Ha! If this disappearance business is true, those students could be in trouble. What should we do? Lend a hand. I thought you'd feel that way. I'll look forward to hearing about whatever you discover. If you make it back, that is. Ha! 7 school mysteries, like Gakko and Y, says Ash. Yeah, it's like a major cliche. Hino loves his cliches. A lot of things that you might think are yokai things or like level 5 things are present in a lot of Japanese children's media. We just don't consume a lot of that outside of yokai and like maybe Pokemon. I always like the 7 mysteries cliche though, and I'll tell you guys why. When I was in middle school, for whatever freaking reason, a lot of stupid kids would claim that like somebody was killed in the music room. I don't know why. I was always like, why would you even talk about this? It's so obviously not true. But the fact that it was so prevalent, I always think back on that when they had these sort of cliches in Yokai Watch and stuff, and I think it's pretty cute and accurate, actually, as cheesy as it may seem. It's actually pretty accurate to my own experience. Random personal footnote. The whisper scream made me laugh. I did something good today. It's cool. We're cool. He hasn't really been gone that long. Yet. He'll be back any second now. That disappearing thing is just a myth. Yup. He just disappeared with some other girl. I'm very worried about them. I hope nothing bad happened to them. This is bad, isn't it? They haven't come back yet. We should go in and look, right? But it's so dark and scary. I've never heard that voice clip. Well, I love Yokai Watch and its little voice clips and everything that we see in the side quests. So I'm glad I chose to do the quest. High schoolers at an elementary school is insane, says Luna. That's what I was thinking. Like, no wonder they're getting hit by a yokai. They should not be here. Seems like they know about the disappearance rumors. So does that mean the boys who went in are in some mystery classroom? If the rumors are true, this could be bad. Let's go see what's happening. The classroom in question is on the 2nd floor. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, Gaku and Y never got an official English translation, and since it's an old game, it probably won't. Considering how toy-centric it was, I'm going to move on over to saying definitely won't, just because the toys aren't really a possibility for us. So yeah, most people don't know much about Y School Heroes. A common misconception is that it's non-canon when it's a sequel to Yokai 4. Here we go. I like Earthwalker. I think he's so cool. How do QR codes work? They don't. They use NFC. If you look at my old What the Heck is a Yokai Arc video, you'll see. So they're on the 2nd floor? Are we sure about that? Yes, we are. I can hear voices from inside the mystery classroom. Oh, is it Tyrant Tutor Remix? It's probably the boys. Let's hurry up and get in there. Do Amiibo work in this game as Desperado? No, because Amiibo is a licensed NFC technology. I'm going to be really technical here. Some people ask, are the Snack World Data Figs Amiibo? And the answer is no. Data Fig was a one-off brand that Level 5 made for Snack World. They were going to do figs for other series, but the Snack World ones bombed, so they didn't. And it was specifically, the point of it was that Level 5 wanted to imitate Amiibo without actually licensing the Amiibo functionality. That's also why I'm pretty sure the only game to use NFC that isn't Amiibo on the new 3DS is Yokai Watch with the Dream Medals. I'm pretty sure it's the only game to use NFC without Amiibo. I could be wrong, though. It's not like Skylanders did NFC, right? Azure Blood Dragon, Hokoke. It would be insane if fans made a mod for one Switch version that adds story and content from 2 or 3. So, you can't program new stuff, really. But, like, complex mechanics. But, you can add yokai and maps, sort of. My only hang-up with doing something like that is, like, which yokai would you even add, and what would the point be? Not that it's a bad idea. I totally want to do it. Skylanders is NFC. I was wondering, but don't they use, like, a... I don't know. I actually didn't play it on 3DS. So, I only played it on Wii at a friend's house. I don't want to see anyone, and I'm not leaving. This is highly suspicious. No, it's honestly normal behavior for a high schooler whisper. And highly indicative of a yokai presence. Okay, let's chill, bro. Just leave me alone. I'm never leaving this classroom. Oh, he doesn't want to leave the classroom. Okay. What's wrong with you? Why don't you want to leave the classroom? Don't. Zoroa says, I only got one for Switch so I could play in 4K. Well, it caps out at 1080p. But it's way higher resolution than the mobile version, which has a super strange limited resolution because they want to conserve phones' battery life. If it ran at 1080p, like, it could, but it would melt your freaking phone. It would get so hot and the battery would drain so fast, people would hate it. So the mobile game kind of looks crunchy, while the Switch version looks really good. Yeah, Diamond, that's what I was saying. This is kind of... mission's kind of funny, dude. A lot of Yokai Watch missions I feel are kind of funny out of context. The mushroom that you get for the lady in the side quest in this game, I always say, is, like, very strangely shaped. The only other time a mushroom is shaped like that in Yokai Watch is in that one Y School Heroes episode. Oh, it's you, Luna. I really thought this empty classroom would be a good hiding place. They used a portal for the original 3DS version before 3DS had NFC capability. Yeah, how the hell did they do that? that does not count for what we were talking about, because they did something really weird. I don't know how they did it, but it worked on normal 3DS as well. Azure, we know a lot about modding Yokai Watch. It's possible to do a lot of things. The audience for it is just super small. Remember Doodleboat, what's up? Komasan name and Yokai Randomizer? Sometimes I'll do names that other people tell me to do. I'm not really beholden to them, though. You guys need to keep it down. Take these kids and get out of there. Hey, it's your fault they're here. You wouldn't let them leave. Keep it down. Just get out. Zoroa says Yokai Watch would need a fresh start in the West. Zoroa, did you buy Yokai Watch 3 when it first came out? In Blasters? In Psychic Specters? There's a little add-on that makes... No, I got Psychic though, says Zoroa. Well, yeah, in that case, I would say where Yokai Watch failed and where it needs to restart. I mean, it sort of starts with people like you, right? You can make big dramatic statements about Level 5 as a company, but really, like, what could they have done better to get you to buy Yokai Watch 3 when you're a Yokai Watch fan saying that Yokai should come back? If you didn't buy Yokai 3 when it came out, like, that's where the franchise's improvements need to start. What could they have done to capture you? It's not really about capturing other people when the Yokai fans didn't even show up for Yokai 3. There's an odd asymmetry between the people shouting for, you know, Level 5 needs to do this, they need to do that. Yokai 3 sold a couple thousand copies at launch. What could Level 5 have done to get the people who want to see Yokai Watch come back buy Yokai Watch 3? Why do the people who want Yokai Watch to come back, why did they not follow and buy all the games back then? There's an odd asymmetry there. And I'm not an expert, I can't point it out, you know? I can't know everything about everybody. But I find it, I feel like it's indicative of a larger problem. Only Level 5 could remedy that. But the point is, even when they were releasing Yokai Watch games, people weren't buying them. And a lot of the people not buying them are the people saying now, I'm a huge Yokai Watch fan, where's Yokai Watch? Why won't it come back? Why did it fail? I don't know. It's an odd situation. So now we go back? That's it? My issue is my 3DS broke, says Off the Grounder. Well, that's, you know, that's Level 5's fault. Hino did that himself. He got really angry and he came into your house and he started playing Gara Gara Po Electronic Remix. Yo, yo. Oh, that's your 3DS breaking. Yokai Watch, 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 watch. That remix goes crazy, man. Did the kids test their courage? Did you test yours? Ha. They needed to advertise 3 when it came out. Advertising a video game? Nah. Did you have any delusions? She'll always think of us as delusional, so let's just tell her what happened. Kino installed Buster's 2 Sniper. There's a dark, empty classroom on the 2nd floor. And there's a yokai holed up in there with the inspirited high school kids. She knows too much! Get her! And the yokai was keeping the kids from leaving. Ma'am, please come with us. I love how your delusions always center on yokai. Oh, she's repeating what we're telling her. I thought she was eagerly guessing. Like, she already knew what was going to happen because this is the 5th quest or whatever. Okay, she's repeating what Kate is saying, I guess. You really do like these yokai things, don't you? A little bit. Maybe you're being inspirited too. Nah. As if. She's right. You are inspirited. By me, a whisper. Anyway, she seems satisfied. And I'm sick of this school mystery stuff. We should focus on lighter, less scary adventures. No escape completed. So Zoroa says they didn't know 3 existed and they didn't buy it because they left Yokai Watch because they got more into Pokemon. So really, level 5 localized the games, but you started liking Pokemon more and stopped following Yokai Watch, and you didn't hear about Yokai 3 coming out. Clearly, that means that you know exactly what level 5 should do, and level 5 needs a fresh start for Yokai Watch, and here's the big plan, and you've got it all figured out. I don't know, we see a lot of posts like this. I think the answer is pretty simple, which is that Yokai Watch 1 is the most widely liked game in the series. The more Yokai Watch does, Yokai Watch is never a likable series. It's just that a lot of the people who like Yokai Watch, they fall off of after Yokai Watch gets more inventive. I don't know. Blasters 3, Busters 2, it's all gonna lose people. Yokai Watch definitely one of my favorites, says King Yabber. I love it. Whispers in Spirit doesn't make people lie, it makes them say nonsense. Yeah. I think Whisper was just joking about him following us. The bonus scenes look smoother on Switch, says Ant. Yeah. I don't know if they lowered the frame rate on mobile to reduce the size of the app or what, but I love the remade animations. That didn't really yield anything. Like, it's totally fine to be like, I stopped liking Yokai Watch, and so I didn't play 3. I'm glad I played it now. It's totally fine to say that. But we see a lot of posts that are like, I know exactly what level 5 needs to do as a company. They totally failed last time. And they didn't get anyone to like Yokai Watch. And I was the biggest Yokai Watch fan, and I know exactly what they need to do. By the way, I never bought Yokai Watch 3 because I was more into Pokemon at the time. I don't know. It's a very common type of post to see. I don't know. I'll leave it to you guys for the more complex opinions on that. I hate having to download games, but I might need to just play Yokai 3, says Zora. Well, as a massive Yokai Watch fan, it's just kind of a pain in the ass to download the game. As we all know, there are very few download-only games these days. Very, very few. Only a couple. No one plays games that you have to download. I wonder who we're gonna get to level up next. Paddlecast. Oh, we needed Laugh-A-Lotta for that. That's a fusion. We were gonna do No Way. That's who. Does he like ramen? I feel like he likes ramen. There you go. Up, up, up. Can I have a hot take, you guys? I think if Level 5 made a new game and released it, people would not like it. Because this already happened with Yokai Watch 4. Everyone has their own idea of what they want a Yokai Watch game to be. And even Yokai Watch 3 got a lot of people internationally. Not so much in Japan. In Japan, they really liked it. But internationally, a lot of people dropped off with Yokai. Even saying Yokai Watch 2 is too different from Yokai Watch 1. In my opinion, that's ridiculous to say 2 is too different from 1, so they don't like it. But really, it seems like people in America and rather outside Japan in general have a really specific idea of what they want Yokai Watch to be, and it's very different between each person. because level 5 did not do a consistent job with brand messaging or localizing the products. And so everyone has a very scattered idea of what Yokai Watch should be. I think no matter what level 5 comes out with for the next Yokai game, people are not going to like it. The new Inazuma 11 game is like perfect in so many ways, but also it's really flawed. Right, yeah. And the Zoroa guy's hot take is that Yokai Watch 2 has a mid-story. So you didn't play 3, 2 has a mid-story, you didn't play Busters, but you know exactly what level 5 needs to do. Okay. I'm honestly curious how I'm supposed to respond, like... Yeah, I wish level 5 would release the perfect game for the perfect price tomorrow. I do wish that would happen, and I wish it would come out in all languages with a perfect translation. I'm not being sarcastic when I say that. That would obviously be the best case scenario. But putting that aside, who knows what level 5 could do that would actually win people over at this point. Luna says, one time my mom tried to make sure I didn't watch Yokai Watch because she knew I'd be hooked. I managed to turn it on, and the rest is history. I really hope the episode you watched was the episode where they're trying to watch TV while their parents are sleeping. I really hope that's the episode you watched, when you tried to sneak in Yokai Watch when your parents weren't looking. I really thought No Way was here, guys. Is he not? Is he in the other one? Yellow reviews. I said hi, right? I think. What's up? Your first one was literally Dan Doodle. Oh, that episode's hilarious. Will Smith spur. Should you do Nuzlocke of Yokai 4? Okay, the AI in that game is so stupid, man. Putting that aside, yes, do that. Because you can play the whole game as, like, Toma and never die, right? Okay, but the rule is for Toma, if you die as any of the transformations, they're dead. So if you die as Omatsu, you can never summon and you can never Hyoi Omatsu again. He's in grass or under porches. Thank you, Cereal. Here we go, D rank. Can we open it? The cat walk. Those cats sure can walk. Yeah, that'll be kind of fun. Guys, it's a cat. I swear, guys. I swear. You can trust me. You can trust me. I've never lied. That's a cat. Have you guys ever seen... I hate to bring up Twitter, but there was once a funny tweet, I know, where this guy said... Huge Boss Baby fans, when they watch another movie for the first time, will always be like, wow, I'm getting huge Boss Baby vibes from this. And honestly, I think he really had a point. If you've only watched Boss Baby your entire life, you're going to see a dramatic movie in a dramatic scene in the movie and say, wow, this part with the Joker and the Dark Knight really reminds me of the climax of the Boss Baby 2 Back in Business. Because you've only seen Boss Baby. 99% of Pokemon and Yokai Watch fans will say, I'm a huge RPG fan. I've played Pokemon and Undertale. I sure do love the extremely original dialogue in Undertale that was not ripped from any other games whatsoever. And that's fine. But why even engage with people online? Why even bother caring about their opinions if they're going to post huge essays saying this is the way that something is when it clearly isn't that way? Often when I'm streaming, one of the most common questions I'll get is, how do you feel about this, random person or their opinion? I get that those are common things to talk about. I'm not gonna, I've gone outside. I've been to school. I've seen Mean Girls. I get, I'm trying to think of different ways to put this. Like, I get that it's common to be like, did you hear about this guy and what he did? Like, that's a common part of socializing. But frankly, somebody who has less respect for video games as an artistic medium because they're very young and just got into them and only view them as a Roblox tier toy, someone who will roll their eyes at you when you try to attempt to talk about games as an actual art form or how you care about individual aspects. Those sorts of people are a dime a dozen. They're going to be everywhere. They've probably never played more than Pokemon and Yokai Watch, and they're going to be speaking really harshly and really loudly about different games and genres. I don't think that necessarily means that we got to give them all attention. They can be fun to make fun of, but some people seem to get genuinely worked up about other people's opinions on Yokai Watch and such. Oh, right, we were looking for Noe. What's up, Poop? Welcome. Where's Noe, bro? Slowly finding an E-rank yokai here. Slowly. I already played Fire Red on the GBA on a genuine cartridge that I got for my birthday years ago. If someone wants to pay $20 for Fire Red, they can. If someone wants to emulate it, they can. If someone wants to say that Fire Red is an archaic, outdated game, they can say that. I think they're totally wrong, but they can say that. And they're gonna. If someone wants to say anyone who cares about the differences in Fire Red versus modern titles is an elitist and they're gatekeeping and Fire Red actually sucks and Sword and Shield is the best game, like, they can say that. And they're going to be rage baiting and they're going to want you to engage with them and they're going to want you to get upset at them and they're going to want to call you old and say that they're 12 years old and they don't really care about games as an art form. Like, that's fine, man. I don't think that we need to ask every stream if they needed to be executed or something. Like, I think we just gotta accept that games are way more popular now than they were a decade ago, which means that games are less respected. I think that a lot of people would equate popularity with respect, but that's not how it goes. It's inverse. The more people that touch or are aware of something, the lower that hard amount of people who even know what the heck a Yokai Watch is will decrease. So obviously you get, Candy Crush gamers. But then you have, like, mobile gamers and gacha gamers. And they only play gacha games. And that's the only type of game they've ever played. And they're like, I'm a huge RPG gamer. They're going to have weird opinions about games, and they're going to be really loud about it. And we just, like, got to accept and not engage in that. We have 4 cranks today, which is good. What's the most clever joke in yokai character design? That's a good question. I would say a lot of things that get lost are the smaller things. Like in the new yokai series, each character has a number on their design, 1 through 8, because it was a fan-voted popularity poll. So, like, Whisper has an 8 on his head, which is pretty obvious. But then the number 7th voted character in the new yokai event, she has a 7 on her eye patch, but it's in kanji, so you might not know that it's a 7. And it replaces the logo for her series, Dragon Slayers. And that's kind of cute, right? But then there are more complex jokes in the designs. Like, did you guys know that the updated version of the yokai on my head has a Nintendo Switch? He also attacks using Ethernet cables. They split apart at the center and grow fangs. It's freaking awesome. We can get coins from the Infinite Inferno, actually. No way? Daluma. Maybe No Way appears in the Daluma encounter. The Switch has Ethernet as off the grounder. It actually does. You just self-reported. Guys, if you were ever playing Splatoon with off the grounder and you disconnected, you know why now. Nintendo has had Ethernet ever since the Wii days, actually. You just had to buy a separate USB adapter for no reason at all because Nintendo's super archaic. They finally added an Ethernet port to the Switch OLED. Zoroa prefers Wide Awake. He's literally my favorite yokai, yeah. Literally my favorite. He's always version exclusive for some reason. Does that count as a bush? I don't think he's going to be in the trees. Well, there's some bushes. Here we go. No, that's a tree. I forget what the band on Komu-san's head says, Diamond. I think that's him. No, it's Minimo. It wasn't Daluma, so I got excited. Take him out. We gotta lock in on this No Way hunt. I've kind of been doing it in the background. We gotta actually lock in now. Getting out of hand. What about over here? There's a tree. Zoroa, I don't watch other YouTube channels and I don't talk about them. Are you guys going to play Monster Hunter Stories 3? I've been meaning to play the demo, but I haven't had a chance yet. It looks really good. They were going to do a DLC for Stories 2, but they canceled it because the game sold really, really well. So they decided to do a sequel. Yokai Watch 3 added a lot of yokai. One that they added was Treasure Pest, who's a mimic. But one thing that I was thinking about recently is that Crookadoodle also kind of fits the concept. He's like a human pretending to be a chicken, but they're all technically yokai as well. So he's just really weird, and no one knows what the hell he is. You think that he's a weird chicken yokai, but then you realize that it's like a costume coming apart at the seams. Super freaky. This kind of design has been catching on lately with like Roblox fans and stuff. I don't really know why, but I figure that Crookadoodle might be worth making a video on or something. He was ahead of his time. Remember Soul Punisher asked, do you know when the next DLC for Fantasy Life I is coming, roughly? I would say May for the game's anniversary. That's like a pretty safe time to launch a new update. And Level 5 is going to need a while to make another Fantasy Life update. They kept us waiting for a solid few months last time. So I don't really expect anything soon. Funny thing is, I'm like not finding any bushes with yokai. This is kind of freaking me out. Luna, you're gonna start a project fusing yokai with other characters? That sounds fun. You should share it. Let's unlock this. Here we go. Komasan fused with Kratos. What minigames would he play? Here we go. Orange coin. No way, dude. We're gonna get Noe from the orange coin. It's happening. Do we have Droplet? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We don't have Droplet. Okay. We're missing some sewer guys. Ghast fused with Spooklunk. Did you guys watch the Minecraft movie? The Ghast look really weird in that movie. Like, really weird. You didn't? Consider yourself lucky. What's this? Blue coin. We're so back. There are very few coin types in this game. 5 star is the best, but outside of that, it's only color coins. Is it bad that you low-key found the Minecraft movie interesting? No, it was cut like a TikTok movie, so it's obviously interesting. And I mean, it goes without saying that Jack Black carried the film, like, obviously. It's really bad. But it has some so bad it's good moments, and you can tell that, like, you can tell the main 2 guys were having a lot of fun with it, because it's stupid. And also, Jack Black had a Minecraft YouTube channel a few years ago with his son. So there was a bit of authenticity to it as well that I appreciated. Not to say that Jack Black is only known for YouTubing, but they technically got a Minecraft YouTuber to play Steve. Imagine walking up to them and being like, "Oh, I know you. You played Minecraft on YouTube." You dread Golden Yawn because in 2 you used 45 star coins and didn't get him? Oh, geez, Zorwa. Yeah, it all comes down to luck of the draw, and it's 1% for yokai and the colored coins in Yokai Watch 1. We don't have Lead Balloon. It's 1%. Veggies for Chummer, right? Do we have him? We do. Milk. Okay. Amazing milk. Fruit milk. Yeah, it's 1%. So a false rumor is that Yokai Watch 4's crank has worse rates than the other game's cranks. The truth is, a certain YouTuber made a video claiming this with zero proof. He had zero proof throughout the entire video. And so naturally, everybody has constantly repeated it ever since. It's the only source for this. It's a single video. The truth is that Yokai Watch 4 uses 1% rates for the jackpots, and so do all of the other games. But there's a difference, because all of the other games make 5-star coins and above easily accessible through QR codes and passwords. Unlike Yokai Watch 4 and the Japanese version of Yokai Watch 3, which locked a lot of stuff to NFC toys. But our version of Yokai Watch 3 overcorrected because we didn't get the toys and made it super easy to get all of the best coins, which is awesome. But it makes Yokai Watch 4 look really bad in comparison, when the truth is, the rarities in the crank are no worse than the colored coins in Yokai Watch 1. Was it Abdallah Smash as member soul? It was, yeah. Who you may know from his video where he took an article from my website, plagiarized it word for word, watermarked all of the graphics I made with his logo, and threatened to do various things if I made a stink about it back then. Oh wow, that was fun. Last time on Yokai Watch. I'm gonna go to bed, Leafy. I'm tired. Thanks for showing me the band and making me smile. Oh yeah, happy to. See you next time. Absolutely. Yeah, Luna, there are reasons why I don't like people bringing up others. Where people are like, Leafy, did you see this guy doing something? There's like a 90% chance that person did something super weird and I don't talk about him for a reason. But... it's called social media for a reason, so I can only have my gripes so much. People are gonna say what they want. We got Lead Balloon, finally. And we got him on our first try-ish. There was Droplet that we need. Here we go. Yeah, we could talk about a lot of posts. Like that time that somebody used Animal Crossing to accept a sponsorship from a weird, like, alternative medicine weirdo company. It was weird when he did that. No one talks about that. But that's why we don't talk about other people. Because I would definitely never do that, personally. An Animal Crossing town, really? It's so funny when, like, one person knows exactly what I'm talking about. The iceberg knowledge. I always pick at the bottom of the iceberg sometimes. The Wario, dude, the Wario pills. Would you take the Wario pills? Would you take the Donkey Kong pills? Have you guys seen this? So, like, the FBI or whatever has to not has to, but for safety reasons, so people know about bad stuff, they publish photos of illegal drugs on a government database, so you know if something's bad, right? Technically, there are official government images on that website of the Wario pills and the Donkey Kong pills. They are the pills, bro. They are. You're gonna be saying wahoo and have a rotten day all night. Gaga Gaming, what's up, dude? I recently 100%ed Yokai, and the worst is crank exclusives. How are you thinking of tackling these? I have a bunch of Yokai arcs, so I'm going to transfer my save to the Switch, record a video on the Switch, and then transfer it back to, you know, PC. And just as I say that, I'm soft locking here. Shit. When was the last time we sang? What happened here? All right, we're gonna have to restart it. Does anyone remember when we saved? It's funny I say that, right as we never soft lock. Okay, sewer soft lock, noting that. It happens. We were kind of running around while doing nothing the whole time. As long as it keeps the... It's probably not going to keep the school quest, is the thing. Please tell me we kept Tengloom. Okay, yeah, okay. Good. Oh, we're so back. It saved when we rolled the cranks. We're so back. Okay. We are extremely back. Schmoopy. We already have. This game looks really nice sometimes, honestly. This makes me want to see what Yokai 2 would look like. Like, this is a nice looking remake sometimes. The thing about Unyanya, the song that they remade recently, is that it was specifically made to promote Yokai Watch 2. So, remaking that, maybe they're remaking Yokai 2. Why did you guys translate the legal disclaimer? That was light. I mean, it's plain text in the game, so why wouldn't you, right? I don't know. Why not? Like... I guess it's a valid question, but I think he just did it because it was easy to. If we trekked 3 ways and back through the snow, then okay. Pretty sure he just did it like it was one of the first things he did. No Way is not in the trees, obviously. Yeah, No Way likes ramen. Literally... Getting the higher rank watch is low-key annoying sometimes when you go back to the old areas and you're trying to find E-ranks. Not in the trees, in the bushes. Or we just go back to the sewers, because the sewers were being way kinder to us, honestly. Just don't lock me, don't troll me. Droplet, okay. Oh, slush, whatever. It's freaking 3 colors of this yokai in one game. No wonder people were mean to Yokai Watch 1. Slush and Droplet gotta be one of the... Like, when you say you're a Yokai Watch fan, you're hoping people will not remember Slush and Droplet. It's a bit much. Same thing. If you play Dragon Quest, you understand the purpose of a slime enemy having multiple colors and typings. Otherwise, very easy to make fun of. And in fact, they still are. Hey, he's not joining. You genuinely thought Gush was Kool-Aid? There's no way. There he is! If you like slushies, maybe we should be friends. Alright, but what if I don't? He looks great in HD. But that's because the shadow is actually part of the texture. It's a cool trick. Okay. So now we can level up Slush to get All Hail. Do we have Droplet yet? And if not, where would he be? Locked. Switchy says the stream is still going on. I am known for streaming for quite a bit when I stream. Do we have these guys? Yeah. Look at me, says Shogunyan. Yeah. Over here, which yokai? Hurchin or whatever. Okay. Let's step out. Hopefully not lock. Save. Oh, Luna, thank you. Diary. Pixel Chew, what's up? How's it going? Medium export. Lead balloon, where? I want. Can droplets spawn on the same spots as Slush or no? Fishpickable, Rageon, do we have or no? Okay. Now we're talking. Go, my meat! I hope he likes it. Bronze doll. Okay. I'll take it, I guess. You went to a TCG tournament, but went 1 and 2? Oh, nice. It's better than 0 and 3. Droplet easy spawns behind the fish market. Oh, thank you. Luna, thank you. Yeah, Fishpickable evolves to Rage... Not Rageon, but, yeah, Rageon. And then Tunatic is the rare recolor. Yeah, you made me second guess myself. Yeah. But how does he evolve? I don't know about that. I'd say that's pretty easy to forget. Especially Yokai's Evos are so inconsistent, Zorua. Pokemon is like hardcore about making sure the Evos are pretty much the same between games. Excluding something like Leafeon. With Yokai Watch, it's like, one time it's a level up, one time it's a fusion. And then in Yokai 4, it just doesn't evolve. Usually it's something like that. Rehydrated. Oh, he's SpongeBob now. Here we go. Ah, he killed it. Okay. Come on, Dandoodle. Oh, there he is! Droplet. Okay. So we can evolve Droplet and, whatever. Zoro asks, do you like the new Pokemon starters? I like them. I already have my favorites from previous generations, like Rowlet. And we haven't seen their final evolutions. So, you know, we'll see. Pixelchu asks, what's your favorite of the 3 so far? The colors on the grass starter. If they were a little different, he'd be my favorite. As it is right now, the Pomeranian actually reminds me of the dog from Ghost Trick. But, putting that aside, I still like it quite a bit. We already had Droplet. Oh, we did? Yeah, the bird's really cute. I'm gonna go with the bird, obviously. The colors are just like... I like Rowlet's colors more, but they had to make the colors different to differentiate them. Yeah, Pokemon's really good with the Evo lore and stuff. They do it really great. Every art has the best music. Here we go. Okay. Evolve him and get Gush. Oh, Gush is easy, bro. Okay. Wait. For Gush, do we need to get Spiritzer Y again? Do you guys remember when we went through this? We calculated the rate. We did 100 cranks, and we got like 5 excellent juices or something. Okay, hey guys. Leafy's back. I had a brownout, so like my power went out really temporarily, but I'm back. I guess I'm just kind of deciding what to do now because I was going to wrap up for Fantasy Life tomorrow anyways. I figure a few people might be waiting to see if I would come back. I can open Yokai again. Member Soul, what's up? Yeah, it happens sometimes around here. I don't really know why, but I think it's to prevent the blackouts, right? We had a couple of those before. Sometimes it just flashes, though. I haven't had a brownout in years. First time I experienced one was weird as hell. It happens a decent amount around here. Glad I'm back, Zorua. Thanks for sticking around, guys. I'm doing randomizer on Yokai 1 right now. This is member Yokai. Oh, really now? I was doing that for a bit a few years ago, but things have kind of changed since then, so I might do another randomizer run. The thing is, again, I can only play one Yokai thing at a time. So I guess my main dilemma is... I would argue with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and normal Pokemon, or Pokemon Unite and normal Pokemon. Those are kind of different audiences. But with Yokai, Yokai's so small. I feel like the real question is, what's everyone the most interested in? I was keeping you in the background in case you fixed the stream and you scared the hell out of me. Well, that's what I'm here for. First and foremost. Member Soul has UPS battery backups on everything in his house? Seriously? No way. What one? The other one. Don't worry. Important question. I could boot up Unity again. Who's in our medallion? Don't tell me we have to get a Droplet for the 3rd time. Is he cursed, man? Oh, no, it's fine. Okay, let's go get Gush. Oh, you're an IT guy, Member Soul. You know, I was gonna say that's such a... Like, that's a very good thing to have. But I feel like the average person wouldn't have that. Here we go. Man, that's kind of interesting. Do you have to maintain that? Or is that like a set it up and forget it kind of thing? Backup batteries. See, now you got me thinking, because this happened when I was streaming Yokai over the summer, too. I used to build data centers, so battery backup in my book is a must. That's what I was thinking. It reminded me of the kinds of when I was learning IT stuff a while back. It was the kind of stuff that they would tell me. You set it up and forget it, Soul. Interesting. Huh. You got my gears turning now. Hunt for Slack-a-Slash. We were gonna hunt for Gush, because Gush is kind of easy, but we could do Slack-a-Slash. We tried Slack-a-Slash, and he didn't want to join. Here we go. Now you can do whole home backup easier now. So exactly. I feel like things have come a long way in terms of being able to do stuff for yourself. Where did you go? Asked Pichu. My existence? I live inside Unity, so I'm opening the Unity project. Gush spawns here, right? I think. Can't you just go in and out here? Slack-a-Slash hunt is easy. I got him first try, says Yogai. Really? SS Yogai. Rectangle leafy. Uh-oh, are you seeing something weird here? No. Ultra Beast coming back to Pokemon Go, Pichu. I need them to rerun Zacian, Zamazenta, and Eternatus. Because I'm trying to do a challenge where I complete the National Dex without playing Sword and Shield. Because I played every other Pokemon game. Just like as they've come out. Yeah, Rectangle needs to go away. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't playing Pokemon Go worse than playing Sword and Shield? Like, I get the point, but you would really play Pokemon Go? That might be what you're wondering. At that point, it becomes more of a bit than a genuine method, I must admit. It's not like it's a genuine alternative. My first question was, is it really possible? The conclusion is, no, it's totally not possible because you need to play Pokemon Go for certain things. Putting that aside, Pokemon Go means it's technically possible, just obnoxious. What is a VTuber stream without scuff, says Luna. Exactly. See, level 5 knows the more moving parts you introduce, the more failure points you have. Alright, well, there I am, and then... Oh! Wait. Aegon's the rare pain. We found Aegon, we didn't recruit him. Was what happened. Obviously, we know where he is. He's in the cave. Oh my god! Here I am. Yippee! There is no escape from me. I return. Here we go. It's hard when people purposefully lose a raid and quit because you don't have enough damage and go, and they bring the Dynamax Wooloo from the tutorial. Stop, dude. I'll always laugh when there are people who are like, the new Monster Hunter update deals too much damage. What are the developers doing? And then they post a photo and all of their armor is at level 1 out of 20. There's always some player who's like, rocking the absolute bare minimum unupgraded tutorial stuff And then they're like failing in the end game and they're asking why. And they like haven't touched anything. There's always somebody like that in every game. I don't understand it. Have you seen the secret yokai coming to Puni? The Color Legends? The Color Legends series? Level 5 needs to be very sensitive about this. Back when Dream Team came out, Mario and Luigi, I remember Nintendo Power complained about too many tutorials. These days, the people too many tutorials were for have grown up, and they don't know what Nintendo Power is. This says a lot about society. I don't know what it means, but it means something. Gibanyan is in Gen 10. It is. It's true. Tantroni, do we have him? Mama Aura, we actually don't have. We actually need Mama Aura. How would Ultra Beast work in Psychic Specters? As former Pichu? Well, you can already use Miradox to travel time and space, so it would actually totally work, dude. You would go to little pocket dimensions and find them then. Oh, Tengloom is here too. No way, dude. He was here the entire time. That's crazy. I forgot. Wait, I forgot how it is S-Rank in Yokai 1. Hang on. This is insane. I totally forgot about this. She's S-Rank for no reason. Oh, right. Go. Oh my god. Doganyan, don't hit yourself. Here we go. Did he just heal half of what he dealt? Do we need Tantroni? Uh-uh. Is Shogunyan's favorite food still seafood in 2S Zoroa? Isn't it Chocobars? Let's go downtown and see who we find. It's still seafood. Oh, that's interesting, because he's retro. That's kind of cool. B rank. In the city? He has a bio entry about carrying tuna in his armor, says Luna. Oh, wait. That makes so much sense. We have Sineik. We've used him. What the heck? It's the Yo Criminal. He scared the crap out of me. Go. Get him. He's really cool looking. Blast, I'm captured. Wait, hold on. You're just a kid. I'm Finite, wanted for riding a pommel horse like a real horse. Look, a knight must have a steed. Desperate times and all that. And if I had a real horse, it'd come in real handy right about now. Away! That's too funny, what the heck? The localizations for the Yo Criminals are actually great. They have some strange puns in Japanese. We keep getting run over. Where is Laugh-A-Lotta? We need her. And she's around here. Oh, what? Wait. I guess not. Donut Hill Trees Day. And she's ranked D. Okay. I was like totally off. Kartana would have the Shogunyan's ultimate with like 10 slashes. There are our parents, sleeping peacefully. Okay. Baku, switch with me. Baku wants to sleep more, huh? Enma Blade. That's good. I love the super high quality medallion on the floor. Blossom Heights. So now we gotta search the trees for Lafalata. She's ranked D. That's gotta be her. Helmsman. Here we go. The medallion is on the floor because it's a toy, and most kids are gonna have their toys on the floor, I'll be honest. She was supposed to be kinda over. Let's refresh. What is Baku? It's a Baku, bro. It's an actual thing. You know in Animal Crossing, the Dream World? It's Baku. You're not a fan of Baku's evolution, Zoroa? Then don't evolve it. No one's forcing you to. High quality. Get him. 3 of them with Dandoodle. Come on. Gimme, gimme. Yes! So lucky. Can I do a flip? Nope. I only have head motion tracking right now. I can do full body. But even if I did full body, I wouldn't be able to do a flip for you. I can't do that. I used to know someone who could, like a standing flip. It was really cool. Here we go. Okay. Finally, we're gonna fuse Tattlecast. Because we finally got Lafalata. Here we go. Well, this guy looks absolutely insane. What is he doing? Sometimes you hear things near the graves behind the temple at night. Oh, that's why. Steer clear after dark. Who knows what you might find. No Nuttin', my favorite yokai. Let's get started then. Oh, we can't forget to rub the thing and donate to the thing. Rub the donation box and donate to the golden egg. We made Tattlecast. We made that guy. We made this guy. We made this guy. Made him. Already did that. We already made Pinky Poo or whatever. Right. Sure. For Gargoros? Fire Charm? Maybe. Maybe Water Charm for Ogreless. Off the Grounder says Animal Crossing should have an NPC that's a yokai. They do. Wisp. I'm serious. He looks exactly like Whisper, and he grants wishes. You have to be up at like 3 a.m. to meet him. Golden egg. Let's rub it. Rub-a-dub-dub! I love how concerned he looks when he says that. What you rubbing there? And donations. 30 golden egg rubs, and you can fight Platinum Kinkaku for the Platinum Bar. Castellius Max. Isn't Pascal also a Kawa Uso? Oh, there's Kappa, bro. There's Kappa. Cap'n. Counts, doesn't he? Come on. He's literally the first thing you see in the game. There we go. Oh, it's a dog, guys. Look, it's a dog. Grrr, see? He made a dog noise. Dogs go grrr. Yeah, we crashed. We didn't get the coins. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I'm gonna go bed, eat, and then fantasy life tomorrow. Eat, sleep, game, repeat. That's what Fortnite told me to do. Have a wonderful night, everyone, and thank you so much for watching. Seriously, I had a lot of fun tonight. With love and peace, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful night. Good night, member Soul. Thank you. I wasn't sure if you were still watching, but guys, huge shout out to Soul. Thank you so much for the support.